What's up, everybody? G the Ico here. You know what it be. Don't mind Ico the sweep over there. He kinda going wild. I think he finally found the broom. But I think this video was meant to be, man. I wanted to release something that kind of just goes over C9 versus BTK in the grand finals. Kind of go over a couple things of going forward of what life looks like, I guess you could say. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that genuinely enjoy my content, genuinely enjoy me as a person. And then I also know that there's the haters out there that if you're not BTK, if you're not Mobazane, you're gonna constantly just get hated on no matter what. If you're not on their side, they're not on your side. But I also do know that I have my own fans. I have my own community. Being a caster, going from a caster to being a manager in the NACT, to managing BTK, and then also to managing Cloud9. I know some people have enjoyed the journey. I've enjoyed some of the crazy content that I've put out. I know some people question why I continue to do that, even though I am a manager. And personally, at the end of the day, I just think I'm here to kind of give you guys entertainment, because I'm also a content creator at the end of the day too. I mean, I'm trying to balance all of these things in my life. And yeah, I think without further ado, let's get into one of the main topics that I wanted to talk about today, is your guys' frustration, your criticism of C9's performance. I know you guys are severely disappointed at how we go from a 3-0 lead and then resulted in a reverse sweep. And to be honest, I don't think it's the get the broom meme that I keep seeing pop around, though I do think it's pretty funny. It is what it is. I personally think maybe the team did get a little overconfident. I mean, I was pretty confident at one point with a 3-0 lead. I was like, one more game and let's go to M6. And it just didn't happen. So the players, I mean, coming from my side of the view as their manager, I personally don't think they got overconfident. I really do think that they just started making mistakes. And I don't think overconfidence comes with making mistakes. I think it was just more that they got comfortable and then the mistakes just started happening, because in the very beginning of the season our macro and our micro was just on absolute point, and I'm not quite sure where that went, you know. And at the end of the day, I can only do so much as a manager. A coach can only do so much as a coach. And it comes down to the individual players and their mental fortitude and pretty much all of that going forward. And again, we are humans. We're not perfect. We're gonna, you know, be competitive out there. But again, I don't think we've ever taken the competitive out of contrast though, you know, like, and I think that's where like some of the hate that I'm seeing comes around, is that you got to understand what being competitive is versus literal hate. You know what I'm saying? Like when we do something, when Cloud9 did something, the players did something, when I did something, it was there to entertain you guys. It was there to essentially give you guys what you came for. Because if we're not, then what are we gonna be? You know, like we don't have a main stage like MPLs. We don't have the ability for you guys to see us off camera all the time, you know. So these are just the little small moments that we get to give to you guys that you guys kind of take out of pocket sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, you guys kind of criticize these players harder than you criticize your own politicians, your presidents, whatever you may be, whatever you have. I think you criticize the players a little bit too hard from your standpoint. And I also think you criticize everything we do down to a grain of rice, which to be honest, I think you guys need to rethink your life and maybe not hate on a human so much. Like, we live and change, we make mistakes, and we're just genuinely trying to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all trying to. The players are trying to be pro players. I'm trying to, do something I've been dreaming of since I've started streaming, since I started stepping foot into the esports world. As a caster, I was always, like outshined by other people, mainly because I'm not really good with words. I'm also not really good with coming up with stuff on the fly, and it's just stuff that I've always dealt with in my whole life, really, to be honest. So it is what it is. It is how this is, and now we're here. So the next topic, I want to give praise to BTK. You guys did good. I hope you guys do really well in M6, mainly because I want to see NA achieve something. I was hoping it was going to be us that achieved it, but now it's up to you. Setting aside my manager role of Cloud9, I've always been an advocate for North America. I'm always going to be an advocate for North America, and I wish you the best of luck at M6. And for all the haters out there, I'm in Cloud9. I'm under a contract. It doesn't mean that I stopped liking Mobazane. It doesn't mean that I stopped liking BTK. I just had to do what I had to do in my given role, my given position as a manager. So again, stay focused, guys. BTK, get this. I know there's some other things that are stepping foot in your team that are kind of coming from my team. So I don't know if it's released yet or if you're going to release it. But again, also, hey, you have my respect, especially Mobazane pulling out some weird picks. I'm not going to lie. I mean, Hoon really stepped it up there in the end. And then also Zia really stepped it up. Hey, GG's, boys. GG's. Hey, you guys were the cheerleaders last year. I guess I'm the cheerleader this year, man. I'll see you guys in M6, man. On the screen, though. On the screen. Alright, so the next thing I kind of wanted to talk about is, yeah, it was kind of like my last stream was kind of one of the saddest giveaways that I've had to do. It was after a loss, is what it is. We struggled after a 3-0. And yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed like the crazy emotions that I came out with. You got to see from the aspect of me. I'm a very emotional guy, I guess you could say. And I mean, it is what it is, like I truly care about my team. I know you guys don't really get to see a lot of these players outside of streaming, outside of esports, but each one of them are an individual human being, and each one has their quirks, has like their faults, they're just a human, bro. And at the end of the day, I think you guys really need to understand that. And even though we struggled, even though you're going to be very criticism over a lot of our performances and our plays, I still think you guys have to reflect on what happened, like they're still a human. Imagine if you were in their shoes, you know what I'm saying? I think that's where you guys disconnect from what we are, is that you guys really don't understand the shoes that we are in. And I really think if you were in our shoes and you had equal amount of people trying to criticize you over the months that you just took to, and not only the months that you took to train and do, but you were also away from your family, you were away from your friends. Like, the team put dedication in. And I know you guys seen it in the very beginning, and I know a lot of people enjoyed and seeing how, you know, like dominant we were. And again, stuff just happens. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's like a trademark of mine. It is what it is. Well, it's a bump in the road. It's just who's gonna actually stand up after hitting that bump, you know? And I just want you guys to remember that these players are humans. They're young, and excuse me, and everything you say about them really, I wouldn't say really gets to them, but it's something you guys have to watch out for as fans, as the community, as critics, as like all of that. I think sometimes you guys get a little out of pocket on what you guys say on the internet and say about these players. I just wanted to kind of go out and talk about what my reactions have done, what the pro players' reactions have done, and then go from there. So the final thing I want to end on is there's been a lot of speculation about my career and the sponsors going forward. So I think you guys' speculations about C9 stopping sponsoring the team in a certain aspect is correct. Cloud9 is kind of moving on-ish, maybe not. I am currently still working with Cloud9 on what is next for our team. Be it the same players or not, we'll find out. But is Cloud9 officially done in the MLBB scene? I think that's a little hard to tell right now. Going forward, we'll see. All I can tell you is that I am still currently working with Cloud9 and trying to figure out what our next step is. And we'll go from there. My career wise, I am going back to being an accountant. And I'll still be doing content on the side and stuff like that, just because I think that's mainly because we have like the next like 5 months, 6 months off. I'm also, I don't think a lot of fans understand about me and my outside life. I have a bachelor's degree in accounting. I'm not some bum. I'm an educated individual. I have other like small degrees, minors, and business, finance, management. So, and I am currently working on my master's. Even through all of this, I've been still in college working on my master's. I have 6 courses left on my master's, and I'll have another degree to add to my title. And again, that I don't know why people criticize my career and try attacking what I have, or what me going back to a 9-to-5 is versus working for Cloud9. Ultimately, I got to live my dream for however long it was. I still got to live my dream. And if you hate me for living my dream, then so be it. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't hate me and have physically seen me live my dream, and I hope that helps you achieve your dreams, because you can make it happen as an individual. To all the haters, hey, I'm gonna still be pushing, baby. There's nothing about it. It is what it is. You know what it be. I'm gonna still be doing me. Be it if I go back to doing some casting, be it that I continue to manage Cloud9, be it I'm gonna go back to being an accountant, be it I become a full-time content creator at some point. Life is full of roadblocks and doors and things you're gonna run into. the thing is I don't ever let that stop me. You know, like I think at the beginning of my content career, I put a lot of effort into streaming, creating content, being the kindest person you could possibly meet, but also still being somewhat funny, flexible, you know, not the typical nerd you see, and stuff like that. And I think that's where my niche has always shined, and I'm always gonna be that. No matter if I'm in Cloud9, no matter if I'm an accountant, no matter if I'm a full-time content creator, I'm still gonna do my giveaways. I'm still gonna be here. I'm still gonna be rooting for North America to be the best it can be, because if there's no North America, there's none of us. There will be no Mobazane, there will be no Hoon, none of that. Like, you watch all of these content creators because we're in the esports of Mobile Legends and we play Mobile Legends. Without that, there's nothing. And again, that fundamentally falls on the community that watches all of these content creators. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and by all means, please stop being super criticism about these players, because it ultimately affects them. And I know some of you guys hate these players, but at the end of the day, they are still humans. I'm human, you're human. We're still all the same in a sense. And until next time, I'll see you guys. GG's, be the Ico, flex out, baby.